Hello and welcome to the Edge of Midnight channel. I am Jason, your host. This is going to be a hard video to do. I'm on the original Division and I'm just going to log in and take one last walk, visit all the places that me and Paola loved.
Agent, before we pulled out of the dark zone, the brass airdropped in some shade tech stations to coordinate local ops. Thing is, those tactical sites are still in there, sitting on all sorts of intel. We want it back, and so does every rogue agent in the city. We need you to get a team together and download whatever you can from those stations before someone else does.
Supply drops incoming. Uploading coordinates.
Okay.
Readings indicate this area is safe.
This game still has such an amazing atmosphere.
I can help, you know. I used to be a security guard. Yeah? We're always looking.
I'll be in touch. Let's get back to it.
Warning. Now we're exiting the safe area.
This game did Winter so well. I always loved following footsteps and such like. Now, me and Paola would always meet up there and go on the crafting supplies run. You know the one. Paola always planned our route. She studied the maps. As you've seen from my Division 2 maps, and you'll see it from my Division 2 games and my any type of game. I am more a jump in and have fun. She was the crafter. She was the one who would plan ahead. She might see a YouTube video or read a new tactic on Reddit, or she might think something new up and say, hey, let's try this. I always marvelled at the way they did glass. This game and games like it are no less valid than going out to watch a film. No less valid than going to the shops together or going to the park. You're spending time together. Virtual worlds are just as important as the real world. I'm sorry, they are. If you spend time in a place like this with a real person, then
Very cool.
that's real. It really is, isn't it? What's the difference? I mean, I could go to a pub and spend time. Me and Paola could have gone to a pub, if one was wheelchair friendly. Oh boy. Okay, let's take care of the naughties. Oh, come on, you know. Come on. Pop your head up just once.
Yeah, we would have been fine without you.
Someone said to me once, why don't you go out to the park? Why don't you go and sit on the grass or sit next to her and have a picnic? And we did that once.
Here are my prayers.
Fresh air. In the summer you've got the pollen, you've got the insects. I'm not against these things, but it's not perfect out there, is it? People who espout the wonders of going for a walk in the mountains forget about the risks, the dangers. I'm not advocating that everybody sit in their house and do nothing, but it's your choice. If you want to spend time in a game with your friends, then do it, because one thing I really did learn was, look at those rats.
Looks like you cleaned up the cleaner.
It matters. Regrets do matter, because when it comes to the end of your life, that's all you've got. I am so happy that I can say with absolute honesty that I only have one regret, and that is the irrational regret that it couldn't cure Paola. And far smarter people than me couldn't cure Paola. I know rationality and the logic, but that regret is there. But apart from that, we used to love chasing rats in Division, just following them and seeing where they go. Because in a lot of games, even the small details like this would just be, they despawn. They just go for a little way and then disappear. Not these. Not these rats. You can follow them anywhere. And it's the same in. And look at the texture of the fur. Look at them cleaning themselves. It's crazy. What matters is what matters to you. Not me. Not society. What matters to you.
Take what I can while I can.
Whee! Anyway, didn't mean to turn into a lecture. Basically, all I'm saying is that if you have a chance to do something that's enjoyable and important to you, and nobody's going to get hurt, then do it. Do it. Enjoy yourself. Be with those that care about you. Because that is the one truth that we all know. We don't like that truth. There's a simple truth that we hate, that we don't voice, that scares the hell out of us. One day will be the last day you see your loved one. And it won't be when you expect it. Even if they're ill, you won't be expecting that day. You won't be planning for that day. You can't plan for it.
I'm unarmed.
But if you live your life according to that idea,
Thank you for that.
then you won't go far wrong. Take your wife, your lover, your friend, your daughter, your mother out to watch a film. Sit down in your house, order takeout, spend some time together. Because people matter. Doesn't matter how much we try to fool ourselves and get distracted with the shiny, with the materialistic stuff. People matter. You matter. I don't think a game has ever done a winter quite as well. I mean, yes, if you've got Skyrim and you've got all the mods, then it can be amazing. But for an MMO, for a world inhabited by other people, for a world that you share, froze. Oh. It crashed. Okay. That crashed on me. Okay. Let's log in there. Ooh, what's that? Wow, I still haven't. I've never liked the Uplay Store interface. It's never as easy. Ooh, I'm looking forward to Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered. Let's go back in. Pardon me. Come on, you can do it. Me and Paola didn't ever really go into the PvP and the Dark Zone. We did a bit of it, but we were more interested in the actual game itself. 137 hours might not seem like a lot, but you have to remember something very important. Why has it gone back to that screen? Okay. And that is that Paola could be playing for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and then she'd get ill. Options. Video. Apply setting. Okay, let's get back in there. I don't want to do much more, but I want to go a few more places. At least for me, the Division 2 seems to be more stable. But I am streaming at the same time. Well, not streaming, I am recording, I am capturing videos, so that puts a little bit of a issue. No, let me go down. What do I want to find? I want to find somewhere. Let's see. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Okay, let's go this way. Let's go, let's go.
We need
I'm looking for a place.
Remember that out there.
Good work back at the tunnel. They got better training than we did.
I'm sure it's nothing. You'll see.
I mean, look at that. These games matter. They matter to us. It's why we get so passionate. It's why we get angry when people make mistakes, when developers try to do things we're not wanting to see. Oh, are they going? Oh, anyway.
Echo available for playback nearby.
I'm noticing a little bit of slowdown when I play this. Just a little glitch as it stutters now and then. And that crash wave. I haven't had a crash in the Division 2. Those 137 hours in this game, well, I will probably do far more than that in the Division 2.
What did you find? You said you were gonna share.
Nearly every moment of that was spent together with Paola. And this is why we never joined a big clan in most games. It was Paola's decision. It wasn't that she was antisocial, but she liked to play the healer, she liked to play the support character. And the problem is, she knew that 5 minutes into a game, 5 minutes into a group, she could feel so bad that she'd have to stop playing. Now with me, that didn't matter. If we went out together, that had no problem. But she never wanted to
Nobody's gonna tell me what to do.
The whole city was
give a
full.
group hassle, or make it so that they lose their healer. She was a really good healer. There's no doubt on that. And we know some groups would have been okay with her doing that. But she wasn't okay with getting a free pass. And I think I can understand that. We spent as much time just wandering the city, chatting together, enjoying it, and then stopping now and then to fight an enemy or to do a mission. How can anybody say that
Got here first.
We used to love just patrolling the streets, doing the job of the JTF. It was good. She did get to the point where we couldn't play cooperative games together. Ooh. I know it's an apocalyptic city, but going through this city with Paola sitting at her computer, us laughing and joking, was just as important, just as real as going out in the wheelchair.
How do you think this is gonna help exactly?
And I think that matters. I'm not the only one. I've seen so many people out there that kind of position. Which, freezing again. I'll leave it at that this time. Thank you for watching. I think I'm going to uninstall the Division now. It's probably my fault. I probably haven't done the settings right, because I just haven't tweaked it at all like I used to play when I tweaked it. Because it never used to crash like that before, so that's probably on me, or it's the streaming software. Anyway, this was something I wanted to do, and I'm going to visit all the other games that we played together, from Warframe to Left 4 Dead 2. Oh, I could tell you some stories about Left 4 Dead 2. But yeah, thank you. This is Jason signing off for the Edge of Midnight channel.